Ladies and gentlemen, how are you today? Welcome to the R&R Show. We are live right here on the LDM Network. We are doing our thing today. Again, thank you for everybody who logged on last week. Today we got a very special show going on. We're going to talk about a lot of things that happened to people in the past and everything like that. Hold on, I'm lowering the volume now. Shirley Phillips, how are you? I got time today. Let's go. Yes, thank you, Shirley. Again, welcome. Welcome to the show. It's raining out there. I hope everybody's safe. I hope everybody is fine. I hope there's no issues with anybody. Again, it's the R&R Show and the LDM Network. And as everybody knows, the LDM Network loves supporting independent entrepreneurs, musicians, artists, rappers, wrestlers, comedians, actors, movie makers, directors, you name it, we do it. And hold on a second. It's a little kind of funny right here. Shirley Phillips, hey, how you doing, hon? How's everything going? Okay, so anyway, we are live right here tonight. Before we get started, I have to give a very special shout out to a very special entrepreneur who I got to meet over the weekend, and she is the founder of 3 Melted Sweets. Okay, this young lady is very talented, making cakes and cupcakes and everything. Just want to give her a quick shout out, Ashley. Thank you for the cupcakes for this weekend. They were very good, very delicious. You're very talented. Again, if you want to look her up, check out 3 Melted Sweets on her on the IG. DM her if you want somebody to if you have a special occasion going on and everything. John, how are you? If you have a special occasion or something and you want to make cupcakes for the kids or get together and everything. If Charles, if you don't mind, yeah, there's some of her work right there. She's a very talented young lady, and believe it or not, she's only been doing this a little bit over a year, and her fan base is growing and everything. She's going to be someone to be she's going to be someone to reckon with in the baking world, and I hope that she does well with it. Again, thank you again, Ashley, for all those cakes and cupcakes that you made in the past weekend. Very delicious. You're very talented, and I hope that your future is bright in the culinary world. With that, we're going to start the show. Hello, everybody. Gershel Tees is watching. Shirley Phillips is watching. How are you, honey? I hope everything is good. I got my boy John Henry from I'm just looking up something here, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to make sure, everything is there. Oh, Shirley Phillips is the top. Oh, she's the founder, director for Go Girls, the TV comment show.
And she's the host of the comment section every Sunday.
Yes, Shirley. I'm sorry I didn't recognize you when I saw What's Up, Boo. I was like, hey, I got to make, because, my girls watching. I don't want no problems. But we family. Now we see that we family. Shirley, you in the house. Shirley Phillips is in the house. Okay, here we go. Vaccines. Please be careful of what you are choosing to do. I don't want to get personal in his business, but a buddy of mine, a relative of his, took the one that's one shot, Charles. Yeah. The Johnson & Johnson one. It is too strong. Too strong. Bad after effects, fever, aches and pains, headaches. Take the 2-shot one if you do want to do it, because it's not as potent as the one for one shot. So please, choose carefully on what you're going to do. You don't have to take if you're not forced to. It's recommended. I'm scheduled for May 27th at Aqueduct Racetrack. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that everything goes well, because I'm
scheduled for the same day, May 27, 2045.
2000. I got that. I'll let you know how mine went, Charles.
All right.
I'll let you know how mine went. So anyway, just be careful out there. Just trying to clear some of this stuff up before we go on with the show and everything. Again, if you want to be part of the show, you want to be a guest, contact me at Ralphie LG Facebook or Ralphie LG Instagram. You can contact us at rawandreadyproductions@gmail.com. Send us a bio. If you're a musician, send us music. No cursing. This, because it's the LDM policy. because they like to use the music on the LDM radio station. And if you're comedian, whatever, wrestler, whatever, you just want to come over and talk shit with me, come on over. I want to thank everyone who has been on the show in the past. And we're going to do some, we'll interview you and everything and stuff like that. And again, everybody who's been locked on. Shirley Phillips, again, I'm sorry. I didn't know who you was. You know what I'm saying? I want to show you love, girl. You got to come on the show one day and everything so we can talk and bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a little different from what you do on your show, but I want you to express yourself. Really gonna do it. Express yourself. All right? Okay, here we go. Tomorrow is Throwback Thursday. So everybody knows that the LDM show is on Thursday nights at 8 o'clock, right, Charles?
No, mine's?
Yeah.
6.
6 o'clock every Thursday. Okay, I apologize.
Yeah,
Hosted by Charles Aloma.
No, 8 o'clock is my speak out.
Speak out. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's when Charles is allowed to talk.
Charles.
That's when Charles is allowed to talk because Rhea goes to push the baby to sleep early at 8 o'clock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that show is something like Raw and Ready, but I'll tell you all.
Okay, he will tell you all. I'll tell you. Charles rubbed off on me a little bit. He's picking up. Charles said, you know what? I'm gonna tag team with Raw and Ready. We're gonna hit on Wednesdays and Thursdays. All right. So anyway, tomorrow's Throwback Thursday, as everybody knows. I want to go down memory lane. But a very special memory lane. I want to ask the audience who's watching today. And like I said, you don't have to answer it live on the comments. You can hit me up on the DM or you can DM Charles. Okay? The question I want to ask is, do you remember? No. Let me word this correctly.
Yeah, because we got a lot of old people out there. They probably don't remember yesterday.
Yes, I know, right? They got that, they got that when they can't talk and shit and everything like that. Okay, how was your first experience making love the day you lost your virginity? How was your first, do you remember how your first experience was? Now, this is a 2-part segment. The reason why I'm asking this one, and then I want to ask you how, you don't have to say how old you are. Like I said, if you don't want to do it on the chat room, you can hit us up on the DMs and everything. We'll keep you anonymous if you want to. But do you remember when you lost? Like, how was the experience? Like, was it what you thought it was going to be? Was it more better than what you thought it was going to be? Was it like a, okay type shit? Like, let us know. Give us your expression. If you remember the first time you made love, how was your experience? Come on. It's the R&R Show. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. Shirley, you know you want to say something, Shirley. Shirley going to be like, mind your damn business, boy. My mama watching the show. My uncles are listening. Cut the shit. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Gersh OTs, my brother from Brooklyn. How you doing? John from New Mexico is watching. John is a big fan. I can't wait till he comes to New York and so we can meet up after this COVID thing is over. John, I owe you a beer, buddy. You've been a very supportive. Sure, disappointing like that. Is that it? Really, Shirley?
She's with me. It was like one of those movies that you get hyped to see, and then when you go see it, you're like, what?
The trailer, Shirley. The trailer was better. The trailer was better than the movie, right? You was like on the 17th of March. She's gonna lose her virginity to Big John Rod. Be ready. And then you get the reviews. Well, half a star. The fucking movie was over 30 seconds. Oh shit! I gotta be careful. My mother's watching this show. Angela Torres. Mommy, what's up, Bendición? Mommy, Bendición. I know you're gonna want to watch because my mother wants to know how the fuck did he lose his virginity? I've raised this boy. Mom, when I tell you the story how I did it, you're gonna be like, oh, you motherfucker! I remember that day. All right, you know what I'm talking about, right, Shirley? It's like people get hyped up when oh my God, it's the first time. But I want to ask you a question. Was it planned or did it just happen? Because if you plan it and it sucks, that's what hurts more. You understand what I'm saying? Like if it happened at the spur of the moment,
shit.
Okay, you can't expect a porno movie out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Shirley was like around our age, so she was like, listen, I got those 10-cent candles. I have all around the room.
Hell yeah. I got flowers on the bed, potpourri and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they got a potpourri and everything. You know what I'm saying, Charles? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Scented candles.
Yeah,
and
back
Shirley
in the
and
day-
us are people of color. Shirley and us are people of color. So we had that bucket of KFC on the side.
That's what I'm
in
saying.
case you hungry.
With the
you know
big matches that you had to
with the-
scratch the box.
Yeah, wow, you know what I'm saying? Or you take the candle, go to the oven.
Yep.
And then you turn it on, you know what I'm saying? And then we didn't have Febreze back then. So we had that Indian one that if you sprayed around the house, you get good luck and shit. You remember that, Charlie?
Hell yeah.
And your mother used to put it on Sundays. Listen, the Santos are here. The fucking demons are trying to hurt us. And they buy a spray thinking it's demon repellent. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, damn, Charlie, I feel bad that the money house blessing incense. Yes, you know what I'm talking about, Shirley. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Every time your hand itch, our grandmothers and mothers were like, kiss it, make the cross, and put it in your pocket. So that play the numbers, okay? Put it in your pocket so you can get it. My mother used to make me scratch my hand. She used to spray the shit around the house. She had these black rocks. Charlie, she had black rocks in a pot. And she used to burn them and walk around the house. Mom, what are you doing? I'm scaring off the demons. God damn it. Mm-hmm. With the Indian. Yes, Shirley. Yep. See, Shirley, you old school.
Shirley knows.
Shirley knows. She old school. So, Shirley, explain to us, like, was it planned your first day you made love? Or was it a random thing? Like, it just happened. Like, we did it. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Was it planned and you were upset? Because I could understand what you're talking about when you're planning something, Charles. You know what I'm saying? You're planning it like this is our day, prom night or whatever, college or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And this is the one. This is the one. And all of a sudden, nobody likes a short dick, man. We planned it. Oh,
see?
Sure.
That's what messes it up even more when you're planning.
You got a boo thing like, oh, Charles, I know you got something, right?
What?
They're like, oh, man, you planned it. And I know women get disappointed, bro.
Women's plan it all the way down to the nightgown.
Yes, I know. Yo, come on. Shirley's a sister. She's part of us. You know what I'm saying? She probably picked out the nicest weave.
The nicest
painted
nightgown.
her toenails
Had to match.
Yeah, had a match and shit. She wore matching panties and bra. She was gonna give this man her love, her affection. This is gonna be the one. He's gonna be the man for me. Then all of a sudden, like a rabbit, he humped like for 30 seconds.
Like I said, Shirley's around our age, so she was like, "I went to Alexander's and got the matching bra and
hell yeah,
and everything."
And then stopped
by Woolworths and got
hell
the spray.
Yeah, man. She went to Fat Albert's, got the everything, son. Oh, she went to KFC, not Kentucky Fried Chicken, Kennedy Fried Chicken, because it's cheaper and more valuable. You know what I'm saying? So she went over there and she had the purple juice.
Yep.
And the dude fucked it up for her. Shame on you. Shirley's a beautiful woman, very talented woman. How you gonna last 30 seconds? Come on now. That woman was willing to give you her love and everything.
And that was including taking his clothes off.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Shirley, you from old school like me, Shirley. Old school. Like when I did it on my first day, did you lift the blanket up or you went under the blanket? You didn't let him see nothing. Like you covered yourself like, no. Don't look under. Don't look under. Stop being stupid. Don't look under. I didn't shave, stupid. Was it like that, Shirley? I'm gonna tell you my story. You gonna laugh at my story. Go on, I know you watch it, Shirley. Dim the lights. Don't take off your clothes in front. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. I'm gonna go. Don't peek. I'm going under the blanket. Don't peek, nigga. Don't peek. We were in college, dorm room. Oh, did he do the walk of shame? I know he had to do the walk of shame because women talk shit in college.
Hell yeah.
You know I ain't lying, Charles. You know I ain't lying. When the dude all that shit, oh man, I can't wait to take you. I'm gonna make love to you. I'm gonna do this. And all of a sudden, that motherfucker ain't eating lunch in public no more. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Hey, that motherfucker is not. Yup, she said she knows I ain't lying. He had to walk of shame. Yo, come on, Charles, think about it. Think about it. When the girls were like, oh my God, you finally did it? How was it? And she goes, that motherfucker was this small, lasted 2 seconds and fell asleep talking about like, yo, babe, wake me up in an hour. I gotta go play basketball. I got a good one here. My man John from New Mexico. My first time was in 1974, Central Park. It was awesome. Did you stop going to the park after that? We were going at it like jackrabbits. Just thinking about it gives me a Kool-Aid smile. Good times. This motherfucker went into the woods. Yes, my Puerto Rican brother. In 1974, he did that shit. Oh, man. Charles, think about it. That nigga thought he was one of the warriors.
I know. Now you know it was good. He was like, it was 1974, the place, New York City, the time. He knew everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hell yeah, yo. Right now, yo, John, you know we can do a memory thing for you. In 1974, John Enriquez met the love of his life. And on that night, under the oak tree in the middle of the park, John showed her what a jackrabbit looks like.
And with some red Kool-Aid.
Yes! And now Later's in his pocket so he don't go home smelling like pussy. Ah! You know I ain't lying, John. You know I ain't lying. You know I ain't lying, John. You know I ain't lying. And back then, the rubbers were real rubbers. It was like rubber bands. Tell me you used a condom. You know, they didn't even have Trojans then. It was just called condoms. They didn't even have name brands then. Them shits were like the old-fashioned, what's the name of those sneakers that used to have the big rubber on the bottom of them, Charles? Pro-Keds.
Pro-Keds.
Yeah, the Pro-Ked Rubbermaid condoms. You know I ain't lying. You know I ain't lying. And you Puerto Rican, too. So I know for a fact it was the summertime because it wasn't the winter. We ain't that desperate to go to make love in a park in the winter. I know it's summertime. So I know John had his Pro-Keds, long-ass white socks. And back then, they didn't have jean shorts. They didn't have jean shorts then, Charlie. We made jean shorts.
Oh, yeah.
We cut them. So I can see John, a tank top, jean shorts, long-ass white socks with some Pro-Keds. All right, doing it in the park, doing it in the park. Oh, shit, doing it in the park. That was my man, John, doing it in the park. That's why you moved to New Mexico, nigga, because she probably got pregnant. She was like, that nigga said, I'm heading out west. Fuck this shit. I'm going to join the Mexicans. I'm going to blend in. You know what I'm saying? Condoms just pulled out at the right time. Then always later, I started using condoms, lambskin. Nigga, you nasty. I ain't putting no animal on my shit.
Well, you do put a pussy cat on the I guess.
I'm sorry, I'm parched. I'm not putting no lambskin shit on me, man.
No.
I'm scared that shit might start talking. You be doing her real good. Oh, mama, you like that? All you hear is, what the fuck? Bitch, what's wrong with you? No. I am not using no lambskin. I'm using the FDA certified condom with lubricants. And I'm going to be a freak. Ribbed for her pleasure.
There you go.
Hell yeah. Hey, okay. I'm going to tell you how my first time happened. And I know my mother's watching. I've held this secret in for many years, Charles. My mother's going to kick my ass. You know what I'm saying? She's going to kick my ass, Charles. All right. 1986.
The place.
84 Pine Street, East New York, Brooklyn.
The time.
9:10 in the morning. I'm not lying to you. It was about 9 o'clock. Actually, earlier. Like 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. In the morning. My mother's watching. Hey, Christina, how are you? If anybody who's catching up, we're talking about throwback memories, the first time you made love. My mother's watching, so my mother's going to finally find out when her big boy became a man. Here we go. It was 1986. The location, East New York, Brooklyn, 84 Pine Street. And I hate to say this because I hate this motherfucker. I'm going to say it because I hate my ex-stepfather. I hate him. It was on the day that his mother died, Mom. It was the day that his mother died. Your mom's going to hit you with a chancleta. Yes, she is. Well, she's watching right now, ladies and gentlemen. Angela Torres in the chat room is my mother. The day that Feli's mother died is the day I lost my virginity. Was the day that my virginity died.
Well, they say someone dies, someone has to live.
Yeah. You know, nothing against his mother. She was a beautiful woman and everything, but he was a son of a bitch. Good for him. Anyway, he got, we got the phone call early in the morning that his mother died and everything. My mother was working at the airport at the time. You see, I know this by detail, ladies and gentlemen. This is what scares me. My mother was working at the airport at the time, so he had to get up early and do arrangements, get flight tickets, I guess get money or whatever, and then pick up my mother later on in the afternoon after work because they were flying out that night, Charles. They were flying out that night. So I was home playing hooky from school, and I went to the school to pick her up. I said, hey, come over. My mother's not home. They ain't going to be around for a while. Let's chill. It wasn't intended to be that day. Like, we didn't plan it. It was just like have her in my house, make out, first base, type shit. So we lived in a railroad apartment, Charles, and we had bunk beds. All right, so it wasn't that romantic to do it on bunk beds because I was only like, 13, 14 years old? And we're making out and everything and all that shit. I did love this person when I was young. I'm not going to say, people say, oh, you're too young for. No, I did. Because I'll always remember this day to every detail of it. I lost my daughter I lost my to my daughter's father at 19. Okay, Christina, you did it at 19. I did it at 13, 14. I was still 6 years ahead of you. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, Charles, this is what happened. Woo! This is going to get funny because the funny part is the one I lost my virginity to and she lost her virginity to me, Charles, it's on my Facebook. And we are real good friends to this day. She has her life, I have mine. And when we talk about it, we laugh because it was a funny incident. All right, so it happens. Here we are. We're making out. The lights are off. We have the bunk beds. And I try to be romantic, Charles. What I did was, on my brother's top part of the bed, I brought the curtain down. I brought the blanket down.
Make it look
so
like
it closes like I got a curtain, you know what I'm saying? Just in case of anything, I want to make it look hot, you know what I'm saying? And yes, it was where don't go under the sheets, don't look at it. I'm not going to look at yours, you're not going to look at mine. There was no oral sex. It was the first time, I'm like, okay, we're going to do it. You know what I'm saying, Charles?
Right.
So here we go. We're making out and everything. The time comes. She's like, I love you. I want to do this, but are we still going to be together? And we were still together after that. We were still together for a couple of years after that. We just grew apart, teenage. We'll get to that. That's the second part of the story. So we're doing it, right? Making out and everything. I'm like, ding, like at attention. Like, you can't kill me if you wanted to. If I died, I'd be dying like up like this. Because he was like, you're 13, 14 years old. Your metabolism and your testosterone is pumping. And you're like this. I'm like, yes, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Oh, man, let me tell you something. I was good, man. I was seductive. I had hair. I was like 150 pounds solid. Doing my thing, you know what I'm saying? So then I go to penetrate, Charles, and it hurt her. So I got scared. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you right now, I got scared. I thought it was hurting her. Like, oh, sorry. She was like, ow, ow, ow. I was like, what? Am I hurting you? What? Honestly, I was just scared. I was scared as shit, Charles. I was scared as shit. So we're doing it and everything, and she was like, stop. Now, mind you, like the saying says, the tip is already in. All right? And she's telling me to stop. Now, I already penetrated. I'm like, oh, no, you're not doing this to me, Lord, no. So I started getting like, no, come on, babe. Don't do this to me. We're right here. It's here. I'm at the door. I got my foot in the door, Charles. I'm ready to go. You know what I'm saying? And then she's like, stop, it hurts. I'm like, oh, no. And she goes, okay, well, you going to love me? Do you love me? I was like, yes, I love you, yes. She was like, do you love me? I was like, yes. And she relaxed, Charlie. And it was the weirdest thing I've ever felt in my life because all I did was push my hips in more, and it was in. I was like, whoa. It's like a kid walking into Toys R Us in the comic book section or something. You're like, wow, this is incredible. Like the world slowed down for you. The world slows down. And I was like, oh, my God. Like, what the? So I started pumping. You know what I'm saying, Charles?
Yeah.
I'm pumping. I'm thinking thinking I'm a porn star. Like yeah, like, woo! Yeah, boy, I was like, I was like, in my mind, I'm playing music. And I'm like, oh, and she's like, and then she started liking it. I'm going to say something to you, ladies and gentlemen, that I don't think any man has ever said this before. I never had another feeling like that after that. Your first time ever having to feel what an orgasm is the most incredible feeling, the most incredible pleasure that any man can go through. Any man, any woman at that too. All that. Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm finally getting some. Yeah, the music in my head. Yeah. It only lasted 2 minutes. I didn't know what I was doing. I was 13, 14 years old. I thought it was cool to come fast. Everybody's always talking about you in a hurry. Lasted 2 motherfucking minutes. 2 motherfucking minutes. I was like, what the fuck? This can't happen to me. The porno movies take half hour, 15 minutes. I did it in 2 minutes. And when I finally felt that first orgasm, Lord knows that I became a different person in my life. Because I didn't know what it was to like shoot something out your body like that. I was like, ah! And I just froze. I became a paraplegic, Charles. My face, I thought I was having a stroke. My mouth went this way. My back went this way. My arms curled like crabs. And all I did was go like this, Charles, like, ah! And I had my hands behind her head like this, Charles. But I grabbed my pillow. Charles, I ripped that pillow like a fucking phone book, Charles. I was like, after 2 fucking minutes, I was Lou Ferrigno from The Incredible Hulk. If old school people know who Lou Ferrigno is, the original Hulk. After 2 minutes of pumping, it was like, and I ripped the pillow off. She's like, what is wrong with you? I was like, I don't know. Something's happening to me. Besos to you too, my love. And so I'm like, Charles, I ripped the pillow. I ripped my pillow. My mother was going to fuck me up. There's feathers all over the place, Charles. And she's like, are you okay? I was like, I don't know. Charles, I couldn't move. She was like, you need to pull out. I was like, too late. The boys went swimming. Charles, I didn't know what the fuck to do. I was like, oh.
I'm done.
I was done after 2 minutes. I go, I'm 13, 14 years old. I don't know. I'm thinking I could do like a porn star. I didn't know what doggy style was. I didn't know none of that shit yet. Charles, I get off of her. And what she does, Charles, she grabs the blanket around me. She goes, you're not going to look. You're not going to look. Slide out. Don't slide down. Slide out. Slide out. You know, pick up the curtain I had because it was it wasn't a curtain. It was my brother's blanket. I was hanging it over the bunk bed so nobody could see us. So I get out. I put my pants on. I go to the bathroom. Nobody explained to me that when it's a woman's first time, they bleed, Charles.
Oh, my God.
Nobody told me that shit. Nobody told me. I never had the birds and the bees talk with my family. I had the birds and the bees talk after I lost my virginity. What happened was, I go to the bathroom. I turn on the light to clean myself. I turned on the light. All I did was to scream like a bitch. Ah! Ah! I screamed like a bitch, Charles. I thought I broke it. did. Because I had her blood and my sperm on at the same time. I was like, how the hell did I infect it in 30 seconds? I didn't know what to do, Joe. I didn't know what to do. So I jump in the shower. I want to clear the evidence. Like, oh, my God, stop, please. That ain't me. We didn't shave back then. We didn't have bikini waxes back then. Bushes were bushes. When a bush was a bush, right, Charles? In the 70s and 80s, a bush was a bush. If she had an afro up here, she had an afro down there. And back then, I had an afro, too, so my shit was like, it looked small because, all the tree. Anyway, that's another story. That's another story. So then, I take a shower, so I got to use shampoo on my shit because I had a lot of hair. I'm saying, oh, my God, I see blood in the water. And look, I thought I was in the movie Psycho. I see the water going down the drain, Charles, with blood. And I'm like, and I'm like, ah! Not thinking, I forgot that she's still on the bed, Charles. So I clean up, I get dried. I go to my room, and she's like, oh my God, I'm bleeding! Ah! I said, oh my God, I gotta help her. What do I do, Charles? What do I do?
Run.
No, I didn't run. And my mother's watching. I know I'm gonna get my ass kicked when she sees me in person. I stole one of my mother's Kotexes, okay? I knew my mother kept them in there, because every Spanish mother keeps it in the sink in the bathroom. Am I lying, Charles?
Every woman.
Every woman. And it wasn't the fancy ones they got today. It was the big mattress one, motherfuckers.
Yeah. Those were the soak up the whole tub one.
Hell yeah. I mean, you can put that shit in the fucking, in Orchard Beach and pick it up and you get all the garbage out. So I gave her one of those. I was like, here, go to the bathroom. Here, put this on. I don't know what else to do. So now she goes to the bathroom. She's cleaning herself up. I gave my mother one of these Kotexes things, right? Sutton told me, look at the bed. All right, Charles? Sutton told me, look at the bed.
Oh, my God.
Charles, it looked like a murder scene from SVU. I was like, no, what am I going to do? I got blood all over my Evel Knievel bed sheets. What am I going to do? I can't say it was my sister because she was only like 5 years old. I'm like, oh my God, what do I do, Charles? I'm scared of shit. So what I did, I played it off. I changed sheets. I put that one on my brother's bed and put the clean one on mine. So my mother used to knit us our blankets, Charles. They were heavy. My mother was a beautiful crocheter. So I had to put it over the back, cover that, please. Because I didn't know, Charles, I didn't know. Charles, that there's a smell to it.
Oh, the after.
The after effect, the Badussi. Mm-hmm. That's the Badussi smell. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, it's called the Badussi smell. Okay? Butt, dick, pussy smell. That's what it's called. Mm-hmm. And when it's a fresh pack, oh my God. The dogs in the backyard and the cats were like, yo, that's new.
That's why they be like, somebody's had sex here.
I'm like, oh my God. So I didn't know, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm 13, 14 years old. I don't know what I'm doing. So I get her dressed and everything. I'm like, okay, I got to get her back towards the school area because it's gonna, school's gonna come out. So she has to make it look like she was in class and leaving with the class. You know what I'm saying, Charles? Here's the funny part. How was I supposed to know my mother was coming in the house? My mother left work early to meet my stepfather at the house, Charles. My mother had her airport uniform on because she used to work for Finnair. She used to cook for them. So my mother, where we lived at, we had two entrances, Charles. We had one here at the end of the hallway, one in the beginning of the hallway. But the one in the beginning of the hallway we never used because that's the living room entrance. So I didn't know what to do with that, but I had big closets, Charles. I had big closets. I heard my mother coming. Charles, I picked her up and threw her in the closet. Stay there. Fold your legs. Don't say a word. Don't say nothing.
I have my share of closets.
Yo, so my mother walks in. My mother's concentrating that she has to leave. She has to go to Puerto Rico. She has to go. She has to get on this plane, Charles. So I'm like, Ma, I help you pack. I help you pack. You gonna help me pack? Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta go. So my mother, when my mother gets nervous, she has to use the bathroom. Ay, tengo que mear. Go ahead, mommy, go. Don't worry, I'll help you. So my mother goes in the bathroom, Charles, where the back entrance is. I go run into my room because my room is in the middle of the house. I grab her out of the closet, Charles. Run to the front door. Come on, you gotta get out of here. She's scared to death, Charles. I open up the front door, Charles. We almost made it, Charles. She's out the door. My mother opens the back door. She goes, who's at the door? So I turn around real quick. Oh, Mom, it's Elizabeth. She came by to say hello. Meanwhile, this girl is pale as white. She's scared shit, Charles. So my mother's like, hi, Mama, how you doing? She's like, hi, Doña. Hello, I'm Miss Angela Torres. My mother gave me the look of, yeah, she's coming to say hello. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yeah, she's coming to say hello. Deep down inside, I think my mother knew what happened that day, man. I really think. Mom, I know you're watching. I know you're probably going to be like, I'm going to fuck this motherfucker up when I see him. He messed up his Evel Knievel sheets. He broke an expensive pillow, Charles. Back then, they were good pillows. You know what I'm talking about, Charles? Those heavy-ass pillows, man. Those real goose. So my mother gives me this look of, yeah, she came to say hello, huh? You know, they do the lip like this, Charles. She came to say hello, huh? How did she know how to come say hello when we were going to Puerto Rico? I'm like, Mom, she came to say hi, I haven't seen her in a few days. Okay. Help me finish packing. Boy, I was relieved. But I know deep down inside my mother was watching, Charles. I know deep down inside my mother knew. Like your mother knows, Charles.
Oh, yeah.
Your mother knows, And that was the day I lost my virginity, on the death of my stepfather's mother.
That's messed up.
Hey, listen, I had to get it sooner or later. I was going to do it. I didn't care. Had to do it, Again, I want to thank everybody who's been logging in. Thank you for enjoying the show. I hope that my memories bring you laughter and you're enjoying it. Those are one of the days where, hey, listen.
It happened, right?
It happened, But again, I ask you, if you remember the first time you had made love or had sex.
My first time, I was about like this. Like, yeah.
Oh! I know, right? You pumped, son.
Yeah. And then during the fact, I was like this.
Charles, I only lasted 2 minutes.
Shit, I was hoping it was like, I was like, okay.
But what's the worst thing that can happen to a guy? Let me tell you, I'm going to let everybody know. When a man gets the taste of choo-choo for the first time, it's unstoppable. It's like a drug. It's crack. That's crack. That crack was the original crack. Okay? That crack was the original crack. I was addicted. I couldn't stop. So later on, after we broke up, of course, I started experimenting with other girls. Every girl's different. I'm still young, ladies and gentlemen. Mind you, I was like 14. 15, 16, I was just humping like Thumper from Disney. That's all I was doing. I didn't know nothing about foreplay. I didn't know nothing about fellatio. I didn't know nothing about role play. That came later down the years. When you start experimenting. I didn't know about none of that stuff. I didn't know I was being a freak. Until I was 17 years old, 18 years old, actually. 18, 19 years old. I'm still humping like a rabbit. Still thinking I was the man. I thought it was normal to come after like 5 minutes. I didn't know. I'm still young. When I was 18, 19 years old, I met an older woman. I can't say her name. And she taught me some things that I never knew that can be done, Charles. The first time we had fellatio, I never knew what it was. I didn't know what the meaning "go downtown" means. I didn't know then. I didn't know.
I was like, give me a coin.
Yeah.
Give me a transfer.
Give me a token so I can take the train. I need you to go downtown. Why I gotta go to Chinatown for?
I know, right?
Canal Street is busy right now. I ain't going downtown. She told me what downtown meant. And I almost fucked it up. I'm gonna tell you the story what happened. I'm gonna tell you what happened. Don't blame me. Like I said, I was a young man. I was innocent. I didn't know what it was. I'm trying to learn. We're doing it. And I just want to get on top. No, she's like, no, slow down. She talked me through it, ladies and gentlemen.
Like, slow down or I'll cut that shit off.
Hell yeah. She was like, no, papi, no, what you doing? Oh, I want to get on top. I want to do. No, we're not starting nothing yet. I was like, what? What do you mean we're not starting? Meanwhile, I'm like this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm like this. I'm like this. I'm like, I'm as hard as this mic. I'm ready to go. I got to taste the titties and everything. No. She made me slow it down. She was like, rub them. Kiss me here. Kiss me there. So I'm learning, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, wait, wait a minute. If you slow down your heartbeat, it lasts longer. Okay? Slow down your heartbeat, it lasts longer. So I'm kissing her neck and everything. I'm doing it. And I'm touching her and I'm caressing. She was like, caress. Don't do this. Yeah, let me suck that titty. No, caress. Play with the nibble. Play around the titty. Hold her up. Squeeze. Don't squeeze hard like you're squeezing a fucking stress ball. They don't like that shit. You ever squeeze a woman's tits so hard? Oh, shit. You're going to get slapped and punched at the same time. It's called a pack. Punch and smack. Pow! Nigga, what the hell's wrong with you? I ain't giving you no fucking milk. This ain't no cow. So I'm doing it, right? I'm caressing her, Charles. I'm doing the right thing. Charles. I'm doing the right thing. So I'm going down and everything, bro. So I stop like at her belly button. So I start coming back up. She goes, what are you doing? I want to kiss you again. No. I need you to go downtown. So I got mad. I was like, what the fuck I got to go to Chinatown for? We're in the middle making love. She was like, you stupid motherfucker. I ain't telling you to go downtown. I want you to go downtown. Because this is how they say it, Charles. This is how she said it. I don't want you to go downtown. I want you to go downtown. See how I said it, right? Mm-hmm. See how I said it, Charles? There's a difference. Charles, there's a difference. See, I want you to go downtown. Tell me what the fuck is downtown? Downtown. And she winked. Something in my head said, nigga. She wants you to eat the cooch. And it was the first time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not lying to you, I ever seen a shaved woman, Charles. She was shaved. This is the early 80s.
That's the best because
my cousin says, you wouldn't want your ball squeezed like that. That's right, so don't do it to us. Hey, cuz, I was telling you, I was young. I didn't know. Come on, let me finish telling my story. Y'all gonna laugh and shit. This woman told me how to be a freak. She was like Anakin Skywalker. She was Obi-Wan Kenobi teaching Anakin Skywalker before I became Darth Vader, the dark side. And there's some women out there that are watching the show. You know what the dark side is. We got cookies. All right, anyway, enough of that. So I'm going downtown, Charles. I'm going to try this. I'm going to try. I want to learn. You know what I'm saying, Charles? I want to learn. I ain't never seen no shaved cooch before. It's shaved, Charles. It looked like a peach. I was like, oh, let me try this. So I just did what I thought they do in the movies. I just put my tongue on it. I just go up and down. She was like, what are you doing? I said, I saw this when Vanessa Del Rio did it. You know, everybody knows who Vanessa Del Rio is. She's like, no. Lick it as you would lick ice cream. I was like, how the fuck am I supposed to imagine a peach being ice cream? Lick it like it was ice cream. Close your eyes. She said, close your eyes, works better. So I closed my eyes, Charles. I closed my motherfucking eyes. So I'm down there. I'm doing pretty good because she's moaning. Something working. But my jaw started hurting for some reason. I was like, what the fuck? I'm doing something wrong here. Why is my jaw starting to get bigger? It's getting stronger. So I'm going down there. And I did the worst mistake of my life, Charles. I went too low. It went from tasting nice to a little salty. I was like, what the fuck is this? Bacalao? What the hell is this? Now I know the true meaning of bacalao. I know the true meaning. So she goes, you're doing good, you're doing good. I was like, all right. She goes, stick your finger in. I was like, what? Charles, I never did this. So, as I started liking it, Charles, I put my finger in, but I put it in the wrong one, Charles. I put it in the wrong one. I thought it was a bowling ball. I put it in the wrong. I went finger, thumb. She was like, what the fuck are you doing, stupid? I was like, you told me to stick it in. Not there. So I didn't put that hand close to me when I was doing it because I was scared I would smell some shit or something. I didn't know, Charles. I didn't know. So I'm doing it, Charles. I'm doing it, right? She said, open it. Charles, I have never heard a woman scream as loud as she did when I tried to open it, Charles. Because you know what I did wrong? She said, open it. I thought she meant open her legs. So I stretched them out like Jean-Claude Van Damme. So that's what I thought she meant. I went like this. Ah! Her legs open like this, like Jean-Claude Van Damme. She screamed, Charles, Carl! What are you doing? What did I do? You said open it. I didn't say open my leg, Charles. I actually opened her up like a pair of scissors. My mother said, really? Mom.
Really? Smack
Mom.
him. Smack him, Titi.
Mom, I'm sorry, Mommy. I'm 50 years old now. I'm confessing my sins. Charles, she went like this. I opened it up. She like Van Damme, Charles. What the hell are you doing, Charles? I opened her up like a book. She screamed. I think I took her joints off her hip or something. I did something wrong, Charles. She said, I didn't tell you to open my legs. I told you to open it. She goes, use your fingers. So I'm like, wait a minute. How am I going to be? So I tried to do like a curtain, Charles. I was like this.
Anybody there? Anybody?
I was like, hello. I tried to open up like a curtain. And she was like, not like that, you dumb motherfucker. I was like, what? I'm opening it. What do you want me to do? She said, open it. Charles, again. I grabbed it like this, Charles. I opened it up and I said, hello. I was like, hello. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a little parched. And I'm nervous because my mother's watching the show. So she went, not like that. She said, use your fingers. So I said, okay. So I went like this, Charles. I was like, peace. So now I know what the meaning is. Peace up, A down. Now I know where little John got it from. Peace up, A L down. Oh, my mother said, I don't give a fuck how old you are. Ah, shit. Mom, I'm sorry. I love you. But you're a freak, too. Stop talking shit. So, Charles, I did that. I was like, oh, my God, what do I do here? She was like, motherfucker, get away from me. She goes, I'm going to try it on you now. I said, what? How the hell is she going to do that on me, Charles? Like I said, I never had fellatio. Ladies and gentlemen, I never had fellatio. Prepárate para la correa. I know my mom's going to fuck me up. So, she's kissing me all over and everything. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm aroused. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? And she goes down on me. It was the first time I'm being sincere, it's the first time I ever had oral sex. I fucked that up too. How could I fuck up oral sex, Joe? I fucked it up. Because she started going down on me and licking me in parts I never knew you could lick. And it tickled. So I was laughing. trying to be all sexy with me, and I'm cracking away like the Joker. She went like the toss. She went like this. She was over there going hair right. She get hair right, and I'm laughing. She goes, "What the fuck is wrong with you, nigga?" She hit me. Shut the fuck up. I said, "What I do? What I do? Shut up. Let me work." I was like, "Yo, it tickles. It's supposed to feel good. That tickle when it tickled. What do you want me to do? She had big teeth." So she's doing a thing on me, Charles. She's going down on me, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" And she's doing things to me. Ladies and gentlemen, I never, ever had oral sex until this day. I was like a little rabbit just going from behind and finish. I didn't know what foreplay was. I didn't know none of that. So she's pleasuring me and everything. And all of a sudden, Charles, it was like I went to a Twilight Zone. I was in a Twilight Zone, Charles. I was in a different world. I didn't know. Like my eyes got crooked. I couldn't see. All of a sudden, for some reason, my toes started doing sign language. I didn't know what that was. And all I kept seeing was her hair going up and down. I'm like, what is she looking for? What is she looking for? Is she bobbing for apples? What is going on? And she's going in, Charles, she's going in, Charles, she's going in. And then I start that feeling, that first, men only experience this feeling twice. The first time they have an orgasm having sex, and the first time they experience orgasm having fellatio. That feeling came, Charles. And I didn't know what she meant by tell me when you coming. I was like, I ain't gonna tell her I'm coming, I'm already here. I didn't know what that meant, tell me when you come.
I'll tell you when I leave and when you leave.
I told her, tell me when you come. I was like, okay, but doesn't she see I'm here? Big mistake. I'm doing my thing, Charles. I'm doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? She's doing her thing. You know, I'm like, wow, this is incredible. I'm feeling retarded. All of a sudden, I couldn't talk. So I couldn't tell I was coming because I was already there. I didn't know what she meant by tell me when you come. Okay, I'm already here. Was she drunk? And all hell broke loose. Because I didn't do what everybody's expecting me. It didn't happen that way. I guess with her experience, she knew it was coming. Like she heard it coming up my nuts or something. She heard it. Like when you're walking down the stairs. She heard it. Because she pulled her head back real quick, Charles. And I thought that was Yellowstone Park, the big gusher. All over the place. And here's the thing, Charles. Here's the thing. A normal man would be like, stop. No, she kept doing this. She kept playing dice. I was like, what the fuck is happening here? She kept playing dice on me. Charles, I caught a seizure. I called a motherfucking seizure. I was like, what the hell is this? That was the first time I ever had fellatio, Charles. After that, once I learned,
it was on.
Mm-mm. And now I'm a pro now, Charles. Because everybody knows I had dental work and everything. These come off. I'll gum a bitch. I'll gum a bitch. What about now? I'll be singing salsa on you. La, 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 la. La, 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 la.
I think it's always funny when it's your first time.
Yeah, man.
Especially when you go down on the girl. Like you said, it was a hairy time.
Yeah, hairy time. That's all one shave. I was like, ooh.
I remember the first time. I was coughing a lot. That if I were to do that now, they'd be like, coronavirus.
Yeah, man.
And I was like,
motherfuckers be going down with a mask.
My cat was like, now you know what I'll go through.
Hell yeah, man. Now I know what the meaning of pussy licking is. Every time I see a cat licking himself, I'll be like, damn, I remember when I did that. Yep, just keep going like this. Use the tongue, move your hand, move around. I didn't know. It was my first time. My mother's gonna kill me, so my mother watched that whole thing.
Shit. I'm
done.
glad the person didn't tell me licking like ice cream. I would have put like ice cream shake on
No,
it.
I was
would've
actually gonna put
whipped cream.
sprinkles on it with
I
a
know, right?
straw.
I would have been putting everything on that shit. Like,
I like Sundays. Let me put some chocolate syrup.
put the shell on and shit.
Hell yeah, man.
Chocolate shell and everything.
I was like, what the fuck? That was my first time. Because, look, listen. When you first do it, you're not going to do all that fellatio, role play. You know, you're experimenting. It's the first time you're trying it. You know, after when you get older, you learn and you do your thing. Everybody's a freak. My mother's mad. My mother said, I don't give a fuck how old you are. My mother said, I don't give a fuck how old you are. Mm-hmm. But everybody don't know. My mother's a freak. My mother sees a good-looking man with a hairy chest. It's over, Charles. It's over. My mother be like, man, I gotta get hablar contigo. Ay, Dios mío. Ay, la chest.
I'm gonna put.
And my mother, you know I ain't lying. Mommy, you know I ain't lying. You know I ain't lying, because we used to watch the novelas in the house. That Mexican with the big-looking Mexican dude that had the hairy chest that all them ladies love. My mother used to watch him, and my mother used to be like, ay, si tú supieras. So I learned that from you, mother. Si tú supieras. I can't wait. But all jokes aside, my mother kids around on the thing and everything. But you don't realize how much of a supporter she is that she lets me do this. Because she knows I bring laughter to people during a hard time. And my mother, Mommy, I love you to death. Thank you for being my number one fan. You'll always be my number one fan. And to everybody who's been watching the show, especially my lady, she's been messaging me here, throwing me kisses. Mwah, Mama, back to you. Thank you, everybody, for watching the R&R Show. Thank you for, again, a night of storytelling. Again, thank you to Ashley, who is now doing the 3 melted sweets. Thank you again for being a supporter and getting to know me this past weekend. It was a pleasure meeting you. And, oh, my cousin says, I want to be there when she fucks you up. See, my little cousin's always a fucking little instigator. Since we were kids, she used to do that shit. Ooh, I can't wait till Theo comes home and kick your ass. I'm going to tell your stories, too, you little freak. You're a freak, too. It runs in the family. My cousin, you knew a lot of people before she got married. Don't make me talk, cuz. Don't make me talk. You know, I got skeletons and you got graveyards in your closet. Don't make me talk, cuz. You know I love you.
She said, your mom said,
I love them with hair in the chest.
hair.
Those are real men. I told you. My mother, listen, if anybody, I'm going to tell you a story before we go. Charles, we were doing a show at the Laugh Factory, okay? And everybody knows my friend Imagine, who's been on the show, who's a good friend of mine. He was on the show, and he has a hairy chest. So we were doing a show in the summer. He had his shirt open. My mother was like, I want to meet that comedian. I said, okay, you know, I bring it to the back. Well, Mommy, this is my friend Imagine. You know what she did, Charles? Charles, you know what mother did? My mother's a freak. My mother went to take the picture with him like this, right? She put her hand in his chest, Charles. She goes, ay, papi, if you was just 20 years older. And Imagine's like this. Looking at me like, what the fuck do I do? That's your mother. I was like, go with the flow, nigga. Go with the flow, because she's going to pull that shit off if you move. Go with the flow. Okay? And for a month, Charles, Imagine's walking around saying, you know I could be your daddy, right? I was like, fuck you. I'll kill him. But that's how my mother is. She's always had that sense of humor. Mommy, thank you again for being my number one fan and letting me live my dreams. To my cousin, Eve, not me, you got the wrong one. Yeah, I'll talk to you in private later, bitch. You know I love you. I love all my cousins, man. I grew up with them. I love them all. I love them all. We were like brothers and sisters. We've been to adventures together. And again, thank you all for logging on. Thank you all for listening to my stories. Thank you for letting me share laughter and everything to you guys. To my girl who's watching, I know you're watching, so I'll call you after the show. Thank you, my love, for helping me become a better person these last few weeks. Okay? And again, I've been there. I've been with mine 32 years. Before I had him, I had a piece of shit that lasted no more than 3 months. I remember that, cuz. Don't make me talk, bitch. Because I'm talking about when you were still in junior high school. Remember those days? You freak. We got stories to tell. Me and my cousin got stories to tell. Again, everybody, thank you for logging on. It's the R&R Show. I'll see you next Wednesday live at 7 p.m. Thank you, Charles. The man on the hour was here with me. And again, thank you all who supported me. To a better, bigger and better things are coming along. Thank you all. God bless. Good night.
The following videos contain material that is not appropriate for young audiences or stuck-up assholes.